So far on day 2 of the German Darts Championship, we've seen losing averages of 101, 107 and now 108 in a huge shock as Michael van Gerwen has been dumped out. The defending champion beaten by Keegan Brown. Watch today and tell me the Euro Tour is not the greatest tour in professional sport. This has been unreal, and there's still one more game to go. As Dave Chisnall, a former winner of this title and a man who's picked up 2 titles already this year, goes up against Mervyn King, a man who has won on the European Tour himself. Every single seeded player went through until we reached the last 3 games of the night, where Mensur Suljovic, Premier League star, Michael van Gerwen, the top player in the world, have both gone out. Chizzy is hoping to avoid it being a trio. Darts History Dwarf has just mentioned something in my ear. I think that's the 5th highest losing average we have seen in Euro Tour history. Michael van Gerwen does actually...
First leg, Mervyn to throw first. Game on.
Will there be more brilliance in his final game of the night? It's Chizzy and the King, and Rob Malarkey joins me in commentary.
Oh, you just wonder what else this tournament can serve up. Not just today, but of course we've got the final day to come as well. And we've had 2 seeded casualties now, and both are in the bottom half of the draw. Things are beginning to open up, and the winner of this match will face Ricky Evans, the other unseeded player to make his way through to the last 16. Chizzy or King await rapid Ricky Evans in the 3rd round tomorrow. Mervyn King threatening the first 180 of the match. But I have to say, Dan, things do seem to be happening for Chizzy once again. 2 titles and a semi-final so far this year.
140.
Challenging Gezi Price at the top of the Players' Championship Order of Merit. And of course, he ended that 18-month wait for a PDC title at Players' Championship 2 a couple of months ago with that 8-7 win over Glenn Durrant on a day which saw that record-breaking number of 4 9-darters in one day.
190.
Some pressure on the King. And he will get a go at that 136.
97. They require 136.
And you feel with Chizzy, as he looks at double 8,
128.
that if he can transfer that floor form onto the stage here in the Euro Tour, he may well be able to add to his tally of 1 European Tour title. Mervyn King, another European Tour winner of the past, gets the first leg on the board.
Well, even when Chizzy has lost, he's usually been playing well. Last weekend at the European Darts Open, he had 100 average and beaten Ted Everts, and then averaged more than 98, but was beaten by a superb James Wade. Chizzy is right up there in the averages list on the Pro Tour, as you'd expect from winning 2 of the first 8 of them.
I think he's 3 grand behind Gerwyn Price on that Players' Championship Order of Merit.
Averaging about 96, hitting 180s more regularly than almost anybody in the Players' Championship Series. It's 30 of them so far.
I mean, that first title he won, when you look at the players he beat, Aspinall, Humphreys, Rodriguez, Rob Cross, Wade, Clayton, and then Durrant.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. But that's, you know, it's Dave Chisnall. He's one of the best players in the world, and he has been for a number of years. But
was it here last year that he produced that unbelievable Euro Tour average as well?
The Euro Tour record of 118.66.
Anyway, it was last year on the European Tour. But never write off Mervyn King.
I'm astounded that these 2 have not played each other since the World Match Play 2 years ago. I'm baffled by that. Treble 17 leaves tops. Tops it is. And Chizzy again not far away from the double. It would have been a massive combo finish. Merv has been out here in Germany for the last few days since the last Euro Tour. Just chilling out. Been in the venue for about 7 hours.
standard Mervyn behaviour. Chizzy wants double five. Oh dear. Is it going to be one of those nights for Chiz?
Yeah, there's been a lot of waiting around for these two today. Last up, and Mervyn King does extend his advantage.
Well, I think there's just a sort of stunned murmur going around Hala 39 after that breathless win for Keegan Brown.
Yeah, a few fans have made their way to the exit, which is a shame for these two because they're playing against not quite the full house that it has been for most of the day. Or for pretty much all of the day. It was packed out even at 12:30, half an hour before play started. But they think they've seen it all today, but are they taking a massive chance?
Well, they might be seeing some vintage Mervyn King here.
3-9 darters on the way from Mervyn King in this one.
84.
It's very tight between these two over the years. They haven't met for a couple of years, but it's 9-8 in Chizzy's favour in the head-to-head stats. One of those wins came back at this tournament, the very first iteration of it, in 2012, when Chizzy beat Merv in the quarter-finals, went all the way to the final. 180 number 2 for Chizzy, but it may not count for much.
Yeah, just occasional signs of life from Chisnall in the early stages of this one, but Mervyn King is on the verge of a 3-0 lead. He's looking at double 9, but he will return.
And they can be awkward, those little checkouts.
55.
Could have put a bigger hole in that. 1 for double 4 will be the route. Easy bit done. And a tricky bit taken care of as well, as Mervyn King is halfway to a spot in the final day of action here in Hildesheim, where Ricky Evans awaits.
60.
And there is a genuine chance that, having seen 13 seeded players all make it through their games, the last 3 could all see unseeded players go through. Oh, this is very impressive from Merv. Very impressive indeed.
This is vintage from Mervyn King. Some of the crowd just sitting back and applauding that.
95.
Diogo Portela was Mervyn King's first victim yesterday, 6-4. 6 from 9 on his doubles yesterday. It was very efficient stuff from the 53-year-old. 53 years old now, Mervyn King.
Right, he's always good. Oh, dear me, that's unfortunate, Chiz.
76.
Too close together. Yeah, he's always good for a run somewhere, Mervyn. Pick up the odd title or make a final. Evergreen Mervyn King. The little red bit that he wanted, and he pins it.
Well, he might have spent an eternity in the players' room today practicing, but it's paying dividends here. 4-0 up.
Fifth leg, Mervyn to throw first.
And Chizzy just is not at the races at all.
13, 16, 15, 12. They're the winning legs. And, ooh, can't find another maximum, but all of that equates to an average of almost 110. Third 180 for Chiz, but that first 9 average will tell you that Mervyn King is making the biggest 180 hitter in the world look pedestrian in the scoring stakes.
140.
Well, of the unseeded players in the field, Mervyn King is one you definitely want to avoid. 19th in the order of merit, 20th on the Pro Tour order of merit right now. He's making life very, very difficult indeed. Down to a finish first on his throw for a 5-0 lead. Chizzy needs to find something and find something extra. And, well, that just sums it up. You can just see from the reaction from Chizzy's face as well. Well, he salvaged it to an extent, but Mervyn King in pole position once again. That was a chance for Chizzy just to put some pressure on.
Well, he missed double 8 for the 136 in the very first leg of this match. He could get another crack. He does get another crack. And he's missed in almost exactly the same place. And Chizzy... Merv was on double 12 in that instance. He's on double 12 here. But he's going to have to rely on double 6. Or maybe double 3. Wow. And furious Merv.
He sets himself high standards as Mervyn King. He wants a blemish-free run here. And he's given Chizzy a chance to break. He's 2 breaks down, but this would be one of them clawed back, and it would be a steal. And he's way inside the wire. Double 2. Chizzy on the scoreboard.
And a break of throw as well. Now, Dave Chisnall is still averaging around about 100. There is a chance Chizzy can turn this, and we'll look back at those 3 missed darts at 12 6s and 3s and think that was the time where Mervyn really could have done it, because Chizzy is quite capable of producing a comeback. We've seen it a number of times in big tournaments from bigger deficits than this.
140.
Merv is an absolute demon at the start of legs. Barely walking away with anything less than a ton 40.
97.
Well, Mervyn King, the last title he won was on the Pro Tour. He beat James Wade and he averaged 105 in the final. And he said to us then
60.
that, like the Loch Ness Monster and the Abominable Snowman, that was the rarely seen but often whispered about Mervyn King A game.
85.
Well, for a lot of this game, he's been averaging more than that. Just the 58 for Chiz. But he nearly took out the 136 twice. He nearly took out the 151. Chizzy can't keep getting close to these big checkouts without hitting one of them, can he? He doesn't get close to this one.
92. Revenue required 95.
Chizzy ready to pounce just in case.
Oh, that's a blocker. How can he hit that?
Oof. I think it was just outside. I'm not sure.
The thing is, he's probably caught a bit of the blocker dart on the way there, so it's taken some of the power. It was always going to be difficult to fit that through, and he's not moved either. But Chizzy's having to move to find tops. Oh my word, miles away.
Double 10 for Chizzy for 4-2.
50.
And Mervyn King is let off the hook.
50.
Two at double 16 for Merv. Oh my word, well, double 12. Chizzy looks away, but he'll be looking at double 5 now.
Missed darts at double 16, missed darts at double 12. He had missed darts at double 12, double 6 and double 3 in the previous leg. Less offs aplenty for Dave Chisnall, and it is 4-2. Just building a little bit of momentum.
Now,
things have been happening for Chizzy this year on the floor, and maybe things are happening on the stage here in Hildesheim as well.
Wednesday night, Rotterdam Ahoy, Rob Cross played Mensur Suljovic. And Rob Cross was just being Rob Cross and doing exactly what he's been doing all year. Averaging 100. He was 100%, 5 out of 5 on his doubles and 5-1 up against Mensur. And then he missed one. And then he missed another one. And by the end of the game, he'd missed 11 and he lost 7-5. And I'm not sure, what was that? Has Merv had a word there or something? I'm not sure what he said there. He seemed to turn around. Maybe it's the clapping that's going on.
there is some isolated noise, and now the venue's emptied out a little bit, these isolated noises, or these instances that have been drowned out before, are very audible on stage. They are the culprits right there. They're not going anywhere. All part and parcel of the Euro Tour, Merv.
Well, Chizzy, it's a top 40 to leave 165, which is no good to him. Perhaps should have been starting on the 18s.
Or maybe he's just very hopeful that Merv, once he gets into position on doubles, will keep on missing.
Well, there is a chance, and Merv, from being completely in the zone,
79. Mervyn, you require 80.
may not be quite in that zone right now. Treble 16 for double. Oh dear, the Mervyn King route has not worked there, and he does not rescue it.
That is the one pitfall of doing that. And there are others.
86.
We've talked about that before. Chizzy, 86, treble 18 for double 16. That's the first part. And this is for another break. A second break for Dave Chisnall.
54.
And he can't find it.
Mervyn, you require 40.
Well, look, Merv has gone off the boil. It's offered chances to Chizzy, but he can't miss those ones because... Or maybe he can. Maybe he can. Maybe he can. Oh, Merv, last start in a double 5. That might have been... If that had been missed, that might have been full implosion time. We saw Rob Cross do it against Mensur. It can happen to anybody.
Well, that's a pivotal moment in the match, no doubt about it. Chizzy kicks off with a ton 80 just to try and get back on track here. His best run on the Euro Tour last year were runs to the quarterfinals in Sindelfingen, Hildesheim and Göttingen. For Dave Chisnall. He won this title in 2013, the first time it was held in Hildesheim. It's a special tournament for him. His solitary European Tour success coming on this stage when he beat Peter Wright 6-2 in the final. He needs to work hard here if he wants to have any aspirations of a similar nature this time around.
100, they require 81.
Should look at the 12s. Double 13 for Chizzy. 12 data, no problem this time. And he has 3 legs on the board now, and he's also... I mean, he's had darts to win 3 legs that he's lost.
Yeah, he'll be annoyed it's not at least 4 all, yeah.
Dave Chisnall genuinely could have won this game by now, as well as Mervyn King has been playing. But Chizzy is still in the hunt in this match. He has to break King's throw twice.
I think Merv's there for the taking, though, I've got to say. He doesn't look totally comfortable out there. He's suffering a little bit with the heat. It's just beginning to get to him. I think that's why he was so frustrated that he didn't go 5-0 up, because I think he just wanted to get the job done, get off stage sharpish. It is roasting out there.
Everything was going perfectly for Mervyn King
42.
until those 3 misses for 5-0. And look at the averages, they have converged dramatically. 4.5 legs in, Mervyn King's averaging 109. Now it's down to 97, which suggests that the legs since then, he's been averaging closer to 90. Which is still respectable, but it's beatable.
96.
Well, that's not even thinking straight. 96 to 163, and Mervyn King might be a little bit bamboozled here.
41.
First to a finish, but it's not as good a setup shot as he would have liked. And Merv is going to leave himself double 16. No, he's not, because he's missed a big number.
28.
But he will get 2 darts at double 16 if he's allowed back to the board, and he is. Now, segment, it's not been very good of late because it ain't going for it. It's 7 looking for single 16. He wants to keep straight in the big 3, and then we get match darts. That bit is done.
2 match darts come and go for Mervyn King, and the fact he cost himself a match dart there may well come back to haunt him as well. Chizzy, though, still needs this 108. King can only stand at the back of the stage and just hope and pray that Chizzy does not find the double that he requires.
76.
There have been so many chances for Chizzy. As well as Mervyn played at the start, he had opportunities. Mervyn has gone off the boil. He's had more opportunities. He hasn't taken enough of them, Dave Chisnall. And Merv will not let him have any more. It is sealed with a 20-dart leg. And it is another seed to tumble out late on a Saturday night. Mervyn King and Ricky Evans will fight it out.